to this episode of the Peter and Chris Are Learnding podcast. I'm Peter.
And I'm Chris, and we are delighted to introduce our guest today.
My name's Adam. I'm 35 years old. I'm getting old now. I've got cerebral palsy. I've had cerebral palsy from birth. And I'm a jack of all trades, really. Yeah. And I don't take life too seriously. I like to have fun and a giggle and take the mick out of myself. Yeah, I'm just a normal lad, really. Like, I'm nothing special. Yeah, I'm just me.
You are special, Adam. You are. Come on. So we always start as always with people's childhoods. What was it like when you were growing up?
So, I grew up in the local area of Worthing / Darlington. I grew up with two brothers, one sister. I'm the youngest, but people would say I'm the oldest. It was typical council estate life, playing out from a young age with my friends, playing football in the cage, getting up to mischief. My mum grounded me a few times, pushing boundaries, like any other childhood. Fish fingers, chips and beans, old school dinners,
Yeah.
just really enjoying growing up in the 90s, really, early noughties, disability wasn't really talked about as much back then as it is now. I would definitely say that, and I would like to say I had a positive impact around people with disabilities, and also teaching disability awareness from a young age, really. So I've always wanted to inspire the next generation of people with disabilities, and I've always done that from the 90s to now. I'm still going. For example, I went to West Park School in Goring, local to Worthing, and nearly all the lessons that I was having to partake in were upstairs. So, and there was no lifts, because obviously it was the 90s and no one ever thought of, chairs can go upstairs, I had a word with my teacher and got him to bring their lessons to me rather than me missing out on my education. So,
Wow.
yeah, as soon as I'd done that, they started thinking about disability and the attitudes and how they can help people access it easier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I would like to think I was kind of like the catalyst of helping them evolve from early, because there was other disabled people in my school. There was a specialised unit, and they done the same for them. So all lessons from the moment I stepped foot in the school really were downstairs, because there was no other way of me getting educated if they kept them upstairs. So I got them to bring it all down. So yeah.
Yeah. What age were you when you were influencing the school?
I'd say between 9, 10 and 11.
Oh, really? That young?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I my mum always taught me you can do anything you want. It's all about your mindset. So from a young age, my mum always taught me to be open, honest, and say what you think without being rude. You know what I mean? So I said what I thought and how they could change things, and lo and behold, they acted on my request and changed the dynamic of the education for, for,
Wow,
the,
that's
for disabled
really,
people, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, but going back to my childhood, I just because I had older brothers and sisters, I just wanted to be like them really. So I did everything I could um, to fit in with them, and the stuff I couldn't do, I adapted. You know.
yeah,
So for example, I'll give you one example. All my friends used to climb trees. You know, and so for me to get involved in that, I used to help my friends climb trees by letting them use my wheelchair to climb up on, you know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah,
it was like that, them little minor adjustments to make myself fit in really, because
yeah.
everyone deserves a place in society. So yeah,
They do, and that's what that sounds like my childhood.
yeah,
I always kind of um I always got involved, even though I probably could not climb trees. I
yeah,
was always like encouraging people to do the bad stuff and
yeah,
like,
yeah,
doing the stuff that I
yeah.
wanted to do.
So like, yeah, I mean, like, especially in the 90s, you could get away with a lot more than you can now. So,
Yeah,
you know, like for instance, when people were giving piggybacks on bikes and things, I used to go over to the Tesco's that I lived across the road from, get ah, the delivery cartons on wheels, get a bit of rope and tie it to the back of my chair. And that was the way I used to fit in again. They used to be on bikes. I used to let people sit on the back of the car, and I used to give them piggybacks when the cart was tied to my chair. So you know, I did everything I could to give myself a normal childhood, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So whether that meant me getting into scrapes or, you know, getting hit in the face by a ball, you know, like playing Kirby, like all that kind of thing, playing knockdown ginger, although I lost a lot of the time because of my slow wheelchair, but you know, and the kids used to run away and leave me to it, but I was a big lad, you know. So yeah, that was my childhood.
And
yeah, very
there's always handles in the back of our wheelchairs, so people just hold them
Yeah,
out and go,
yeah,
wee!
exactly that, exactly.
So,
The,
there you go.
the power chairs are very fast, aren't they?
Very
Yeah.
fast.
They are a lot. They're a lot more durable than they were in the 90s. So,
Yeah,
for example, my wheelchair in the 90s didn't go faster than 4 miles an hour, yeah? But
yeah,
the one I've got now is 8 miles an hour, you know?
yeah, double. Oh my god.
It's crazy how time evolves and technology gets better, you know? Yeah.
yeah. Totally.
So back in the 90s, how what was the electric chairs like? Because I've only known like
Um,
Powermobile and
yeah.
Quickies
So,
and
so I used to have a chair called a PowerTech F55.
okay.
And that was do you remember the old Badgers?
Uh,
Like the really slow chairs
oh yes.
with the control box with the green light.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you remember them?
Yeah, those.
And I had one similar to that. And um, the technology on that I thought was good for the time, but mate, I, when I started getting chairs like Permobiles and Harrier Pluses and
Mm.
Storms, which I've got now, this would blow them 90s chairs out the water, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, we've talked a lot about the price of wheelchairs, but we
yeah.
haven't talked about the price of an electric wheelchair. So, like, roughly how much would your chair set someone back?
So basically, the chair in the 90s, the Power F55, that was about £5,000 in the 90s. This chair that I've got now, £16,000.
Wow. Wow, wow,
So
wow.
there's a stark difference right there for you, yeah. And
Yeah.
and the new chair that I'm looking at getting, because this whole thing's getting a bit worn out,
Mm-hmm.
um, is £23,000.
Oh my Jesus.
So I'll have to call, like, I don't know, Wayne Rooney for a bit of money, you know what I mean? But you know, no, I'm joking. A lot of these chairs nowadays you can get funding,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there's some links, I believe, going on my website pretty soon, which I believe you've looked at. Um, and that's where people can get the links for funding and grants and things to make it a little bit
yeah,
easier, you know, because um, the sad thing is there's an age um, cap um, on getting funding. So as soon as you reach 25, I think it is, the
oh,
the fundings, they stop funding you. But there are a few charities that still carry that on, if you get what I mean. So
yeah,
it's not over, but it's a lot more of a challenge to find out where you can get the money from. Otherwise, it's over to you independently,
oh
and
my,
not a lot of people have got 23 grand spare. You know what I
no,
mean. So yeah, I'm trying to keep this old baby going as long as I can, you know. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean the technology is amazing, but the more technology you have on the chairs, the more it can go wrong, and the more they charge. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So
Yeah, it's mad because Whiskers recently had them on the radio late last year, and they were saying they had to stop their funding
yeah,
applications because there was like a backlog of like 2 years worth of
getting
applications.
getting too many. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, but
crazy.
I mean, Whiz Kids are a very good charity, but they don't help people at mine and Pete's age, if you know what I mean. They only help kids, hence the name Whiz Kids, you know.
Mm.
But But I think it would be a fantastic idea if they did something similar but for adults, because
Yeah.
believe it or not, people think that when we get older, our disabilities are going to disappear. You know, so we won't need the help anymore.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I think as we get older, we need the help more. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, I don't know if you both agree, but yeah, certainly
I do agree. How long does an electric wheelchair last?
So,
Because
so I've had this chair over 10 years,
wow.
and they say the life on it, it should be dead right now. I shouldn't be using it.
It should be. Yeah, I remember. I used to have a new wheelchair every 6 to 7 years.
Yeah. So the life.
6 7 years.
So
It
What?
should be, yeah.
So the lifespan on this is well and truly outdated, but it's only because I've looked after it that it's still going, you know. So the more you look after them, the longer they last.
Yeah.
That's a lesson for the kids up and coming, you know.
And you can tell from me that I don't look after my chairs very well, and I haven't done the place definitely.
So how long have you had your chair, Peter?
My current
Yeah.
one, I've had it for about a bit after lockdown, I think,
Alright.
and I've pretty much battered it everywhere, like I normally do anyway.
Six, 7 years, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there is a way I can get a free chair and a free seat. But the thing is, what they provide you, it doesn't withstand the activity I need the chair to do. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, this chair can go off road, you know.
Alright.
And the what the NHS provide.
Oh yeah. You've got very thick wheels.
Yeah.
It's all terrain.
So what the NHS provide, if I went off road in one of those, I'll get stuck in a ditch. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of scale of difference we're talking. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Is an NHS chair like the bare minimum?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's the bare minimum. But what I need and what Peter needs, because we use our chairs outdoors every day.
Yeah.
And you know, it could be pouring down with rain, yeah.
Yeah.
And this chair, no problem. It loves the rain.
Yeah.
But if an NHS chair got caught in the rain, I'll be forever calling wheelchair services saying I need a new controller.
You sometimes can't get you can't even get through to your services.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
It's very much like a it's like a post office thing. 9 and 4, and you don't know when they're coming.
Oh wow.
So you can be lying on your bed all day, and then at the last minute they say, we haven't got an engineer available now, so you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they realise we have a life to live. You know what I mean? So NHS, sort out your ways.
Yeah, and sometimes they haven't even got the correct part.
Yeah.
So, we've got this part. Oh, it's the other part you need. Oh, we need to go and order that, and that will take a while.
So, the reason it's cheap is because it's not very good. But if you get a 16 grand chair upwards, you know you're onto a winner, because anything you need, they're like the AA and they do all the repairs at your front door. You know what I mean?
And did they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I hope that helps.
It does, it does.
Does that explain the question? Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Very well. And going back to your childhood a little bit, GCSEs, A levels, college.
GCSEs I got I can't remember now. I think I got D's and C's, not very good, but GC a bit of paper means nothing. You know, it's all about
Yeah.
how you can elevate yourself to prove that a bit of paper means nothing. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So, other education, I did media studies at college, and I did sport with Sandra King
Yeah.
and Susanna at the college as well.
Yeah.
The classroom with the red doors. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were at Amen. Was it Amen? Trelaws? I can't remember.
Trelaw, yeah, that was.
Trelaws. Yeah.
So-
I think we were in different years. I mean,
Yeah,
you went there first, and then
Yeah,
I went.
I think we were a year below. I was a year above you.
Yeah. And then we did butcher
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well, so.
So yeah, my education has been okay, and I'm thankful for it. But yeah, and I learned more at Trelaw than I did in a lifetime at my mainstream school. So I've had the privilege of having both sides of it. So I've been in a mainstream, and I've also been in a specialised setting,
College.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I first went to Trelaw at the age of 12, I nearly got excluded because I found it a culture shock going from my council estate and growing up around able-bodied people
Yeah.
to always being restricted, and it was like walking into Hogwarts. Do you know what I mean?
You're in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Disabled Hogwarts.
Yeah. So
Explain that, please. Explain that.
So like, I felt like when I was walking up the drive, I was like, this really reminds me of the first Harry Potter film, like, you know. And when I got to the front door, I was expecting to ring a bell or something along those lines. But as soon as I entered the doorway, this bloody great door opened. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. But at the same time, I was trying to work out what the hell's happening. Have they transformed me to another universe or something? Because it was really like, really difficult to get my head around, like.
Yeah.
So I was asking questions like, what's that machine beeping for, and why is he talking like that, and like it was really like random, but like
Yeah.
I was just really inquisitive, you know, and like some of the things I would say, I'd get myself in trouble for, but I was only trying to understand what was going on, you know what I mean? And some of what I would say would be a bit inappropriate, hence why I get told off for it. Which like, because it was like stepping into a magical world. Like
Yeah.
when all these things were moving up and down and people were talking in funny ways, and I'd only been used to able-bodied people, apart from this select few of disabled people that went to my mainstream school, one of which was my cousin Tim. Yeah, so it was really like I was a wizard without a broomstick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also it's a bit like Cockles in the other sense that you stay there as well.
Yeah.
It was a residential school
Oh,
and
right,
college.
yeah.
Yeah.
So were you there terminally? Like,
I started off as a weekly, and then I transferred to termly.
yeah.
So it was like being in Gryffindor.
They've been in Griffin.
Well, actually, funny enough, all of the houses had names anyway.
Yeah,
Evans
they did,
House.
Yeah,
I don't remember any other houses, but yeah,
Allen House, Gavain.
that's it. Cavane,
Yeah.
Brewer House, and a couple of others, but I can't remember.
Wow.
I know what's there now. I'm sorry.
What color was it? Was it red, green, yellow, blue?
So no, funny you should say that, because the first house that I was a boarder on,
Yeah.
the whole house was green. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
The house opposite my boarding house was blue.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is when I was at the school. And then the house round the corner was yellow.
Yeah.
So it was like the story of Ballamorian as well, you know, like.
I never thought that we would have a podcast and it would feature Harry Potter and Ballamori in the same 5 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, Ballamore is making a reboot.
Yeah.
Very apt. Yeah. So when did music come in then? When did all this?
So music, I've been into music since I was the age of 5 years old.
Really?
So, because I've got an older brother, he used to go raving and go out to all the raves and collect all the cassette tapes and all the records. And then he used to bring them home, and I used to lay on his bed and just listen to this noise. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. What is this? What is this noise? And like the first ever tune that I related to was Faithless Insomnia. Can't get no.
Oh, very true.
Can't get no sleep. And when the melody and the riff came in, I thought I was in another world. Like, and from that moment, I got hooked on dance music. So, when I used to come home from Trelaw, when I used to weekly board before I transitioned to termly, I used to invite some of my friends round, and I used to have a Gemini mixer CDJ thing with hooked up to an old pair of club speakers that came out of a club. I got given those for my 15th birthday, and as soon as I put them decks on, I fell in love with it straight away. And then every time I used to go home, I used to invite my friends round. We'd have a little mix in my bedroom, like from UK garage to UK hardcore to house to trance, techno, you know, and do my mum's head in at the same time. You
Yeah.
know, turn that noise down, what you doing, you know. I reckon that's why she wanted me to go terminally, so she didn't have to, yeah, she didn't have to put up with the noise, you know. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. But yeah, that was where my love for it came from, and then yeah, I took all my CDs to school. I couldn't take my decks and speakers
Damn.
because they would blow out the windows, you know. But
Yeah.
I took all my CDs and I used to collect CDs on a weekly basis. So you know, like all the old school record shops, I used to go into R Price and Woolworths and HMV and get all the latest dance music until I discovered the art of free download
Yeah.
using LimeWire. Don't know if you
Nine
remember.
wire
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
back
remember
in the
these
day.
shops? Woolworths and MHV. I mean, some of them were still around, HIV,
Yeah.
but not Woolworths anymore.
Woolworths is online, I think.
Is it?
But I used to go to R Price and I think Asda did a select few CDs, but they weren't very good. So I
Yeah.
I, I used to go to a nice CD shop in Southampton called CDs Are Everything. In there, I used to find like techno that no one's ever heard of, and garage and all that, and then
Yeah.
take them to school, show my friends, look what I found. Where did you get that from? And I just love music. Music's for the soul. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, that's where my love comes from. From from
Me?
from a very young age, and I'm still into it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I hope so. I hope so.
yeah, yeah,
Being a DJ, you
yeah.
know, that music could be
You would hope
interesting.
so, yeah, yeah.
So, you got into that music kind of love, and then you went on from there to be a DJ.
So it all started in lockdown, basically.
Yeah.
Me becoming a professional DJ all started in lockdown when I had my own business, sports coaching business, from 2014
Mm.
to 2019 when Boris decided to close everything down.
Yeah.
And that's when my business really took a hit because there's only so much coaching you can do online.
Yeah.
Especially, excuse me, especially if you've got clients with severe learning and physical disability needs. And so I was kind of at a loose end, and I was scrolling through social media as you do, and because I was bored, um, and I come across this radio advert that says, "Are you a DJ? Do you have your own internet connection with your own laptop and DJ equipment?" So I was like, "Well, yes, I do." And then so I applied through the advert, and about 20 minutes, half an hour later, I get a message back from the station owner saying, "Can you send me a mix, please?" So I did a very rough mix, sent it to him, and within about 15 minutes to an hour, he goes, yeah, I like what I hear. Would you like Mondays between 12 and 2? And I went,
Wow.
yeah, all right, why not? There's nothing else to do, so I'll play,
Yeah,
I'll play some music for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
fair enough.
So that's where it all started, and then it's just progressed from there. Um, so I started playing out in Brighton, London. Uh, I played at a student night in uh, the University of Kent for their disability student night. Do you know Gabby Rolls?
Yeah.
She booked me for that. Thank you, Gabby, if you watch this. Um, uh,
Yes. Yeah.
and yeah, and then in 2023, I made my international debut in Ibiza.
Damn.
So I've
So
played.
that's, 3 year period. Bear in mind, half of that is in a pandemic. That's quite quick
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah. So,
2 hours on a Monday to Ibiza.
yeah.
You
So
know,
even it took me by surprise. I was like, wow, I'm getting a lot of attention. I don't.
yeah,
I think part of it, yes, my skill, but no one's ever seen a DJ with a disability before.
no, no,
So it was all new to everyone. And
yeah,
as well as my radio station, I used to do live streaming on Facebook and
yeah,
Twitch occasionally. And then people started to recognise me and saying, "Oh, you're amazing," blah blah blah, and then I just started getting booked by promoters. So it really pays to put yourself out there.
mm,
It doesn't matter if you've got a disability. If anything, your disability is your power because
yeah,
um, hardly anyone. I know one other DJ who is disabled, and that,
mm.
apart from myself, and we both.
I don't know any, so like, I don't think being a DJ, like, being an okay DJ is fine, but like, I know that you're a brilliant DJ, but like, having that one up on everyone, being that the unique DJ,
Yeah,
there's a lot more like room for you to go, you know?
yeah, yeah. And what also makes me unique is that I DJ with only one hand.
Oh wow.
So a lot of DJs DJ with two, but I can only use one.
Yeah,
So everything's about timing. So
yeah,
I I have to do exercises to make sure my hand is relaxed enough to be
yeah,
able to manipulate what I need to manipulate and make sure it doesn't sound off or out of beat or you know. But
yeah,
the thing is, people ask me, how do you do it with just one hand? I'm like, well, I've got 2 ears, and that's what you use when you're DJ. So, so as long as my head ears are okay, my mixing should be okay.
yeah,
And it's just, it's like you adapt
you
yourself,
do.
you know. So
So did is when you're performing, Is it just you, or do you have anybody helping you, or is it?
So normally, when I'm on stage or in a club or whatever, I have my PA who help set me up,
Yeah,
and then once I'm set up, then they go and have a break while I do my hour mix or 2 hour session,
yeah,
and then when I'm finished, they come back. If there's no sound tech engineers, um, then they come back and unplug me and off I go. Unless I want to stay at the event, more
oh, wow.
more than likely I stay at the events because
Yeah,
I'm a clubber before a DJ, so I love the music and I like to show support
yeah,
for the promoter booking me, if you know what I mean. Because
definitely.
you'll see what a lot of DJs do. They do their hour mix or however long they're on for,
Yeah,
and then they just go, and they don't stay and appreciate what the promoter's done for the event,
yeah.
if you know what I mean.
I mean, like, you could use that as a bit of a network situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You finish,
So
and then,
it's really important to at events to network
yeah,
and put yourself out there. And the more you appreciate the promoter and the event, the more they're gonna book you because
yeah,
you're appreciating what they've done for you. So they're gonna keep coming back because they know A, they can trust you, and B, you support them. So
yeah. They're really gonna get their money's worth, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So uh, of course money's good, yeah, but
yeah.
Obviously.
but
Go on.
for me, more than the money is the opportunity to show my skills and
Yeah,
to show that other disabled people can do anything able-bodied can, if not better. You know.
yeah. I mean, like, it's quite similar in my job, you know, like, I love acting, I love, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and, like, there's obviously, like, a monetary gain to,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, so like, when people are like, would you do your job for free? I was like, yeah, but obviously the money kind of helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money makes the world go round, right? So,
Exactly, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
Nothing's free, unfortunately.
when you're first starting out, I mean, yes, there's a certain element of volunteering before you make your way
Yeah.
up, and you have to do certain gigs for free, and just to get recognised, and then when you played at places like Ibiza, London, Ministry of Sound, when you played at all these places,
Yeah.
then you can expect to get the money that you deserve. But
Yeah.
my advice is don't ask for money straight away
No.
because A, you've got to prove yourself to be worthy of being paid.
Yeah.
B, they just turn around and say, okay, we're never going to book you again if that's all you're going to think about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I guess it's similar in the acting world. You have to do a certain amount of free gigs and put yourself.
No.
Well, Chris had to do a lot of auditions before.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's
not.
what I mean. So
Yeah.
auditioning
Yeah.
and putting yourself out there. mate, getting used to the feeling of being uncomfortable, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Getting comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say being disabled, we're put in that bracket almost every day of our lives, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all about proving your worth. And once you know your worth, don't let go of it. Because that's when people can start pushing the boundaries and saying to you, look, can you do it for this much instead of this much?
Yeah.
And just really stick to your worth and stick to your guns.
Have you got like an agent to like sort your bookings
So yeah,
or
if you look under my contact section on my website, you see a lady called Lisa. Um, she is predominantly my agent and sorts out
yeah,
me playing at Trelaw and festivals and things. So it all used to come through me. I used to do it all independently, and
yeah,
it got to the point where people were asking me to do freebies and trying to push the boundaries, like I just said.
yeah,
And that was the point where I realised maybe I need an agent, like, you
yeah,
know, because if it was me, maybe I would do things for free, because I just like music, like I just like performing in front of people, you know.
yeah,
So when I met Lisa, um, she was like, I've been in this game a long time. I used to work for high up at the Daily Mail, so you know,
name drop.
yeah, she's she's been around the media for quite a long time,
Yeah,
and she just taught me a lesson: know your worth, know your position, and don't get mugged off.
yeah,
So
yeah,
ever since then, she's taken control of it, and I've just let her deal with it. And
yeah,
if she says, "Can you make this?" I'll be like, "Yeah, why not?" If I'm free and able to do it.
yeah.
So how did the DJ Wheels name? I love that name.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Wheels.
So I didn't have at first I didn't have a DJ name. I was just Adam in a wheelchair,
Yeah,
right? And then I was at a gig, and this this guy shouted out Wheels, Wheels, and I was like, is he talking to me or what? So I looked up and he nodded, and at the end of my set he come up to me and said, are you DJ Wills? I said, no, I'm Adam. And after that, after the event, I was in my van on the way home. I was thinking, DJ Wills is a sick name. Yeah, I like that name. So it just stuck with me ever since. So that's
wow.
how. So yeah.
GG Wills.
Brilliant. We've got a question for you from our previous guest.
Oh yeah.
Chris.
I'm the one that started this. Forget about it. Go on.
There's a bit of a controversial one.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Oh,
Yeah, that's controversial.
that'd be.
Brilliant.
For me, personally, it's a no. But
No.
Thank you.
No! No!
No.
What are you doing?
No. When I was a
Why?
kid,
Why?
when I was a
Why not?
kid, yes. But now I would like to think my taste buds have matured a little bit. You know. I am guessing you don't agree, right?
You would guess right. I think pineapple belongs on pizza more than pepperoni does. See?
Well, let's agree to disagree on that one,
Let's
buddy.
agree to disagree.
Yeah,
I walk off
but
my own
yeah,
podcast.
like so yeah, that's how my DJ career has gone so far. Minus the pineapple.
Mine is a pineapple, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought we were gonna be friends, Adam, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, we can be friends.
Do you have a question for our next guest?
If they had a choice between £1 million or a new pair of legs, what would their choice be?
A new pair of legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is,
Yeah.
if they had a choice between £1 million or to walk,
Yeah.
what would it be?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I think I'll get the new legs, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it was pretty funny if the next guest is able-bodied.
yeah.
I
I mean, they may hit the legs. They may be like, oh.
we never, when we do these, we never know who the next guest is until we put them.
Yeah.
So we never know, do we?
They might be like, oh, I want Beyonce's legs or whatever.
Yeah.
I would like Anthony Joshua's physique.
You want Anthony Joshua what?
Physique.
Physique. We all want
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua's physique.
I mean, he wasn't that car cost the other week, so maybe he might choose the legs.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other questions, Chris?
I think, I mean, we're barely touched the surface, but I think that's a good place to stop for me. But if you got any more questions, we can carry on. But yeah,
I think we are. Is there anything you want to mention?
One thing you haven't mentioned is about my book.
oh yeah,
Yes, your book.
your book.
Yes, sorry, yes.
Similar to the DJ, really. People have been asking me lots of different questions throughout my life. How are you so successful with this? How are you so successful with that? And why do you keep so calm in pressured situations? And I was like, all these questions, where are they coming from? So I decided in lockdown to put it all in a book so people can just read it, you know? And I would just give them advice and tell them my life story, growing up as a kid, getting into trouble, how I came into the world. Like, I think I was like 3 months early, something like this, and lack of oxygen to the brain. I think the umbilical cord got caught around my neck and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just decided to create a book which started originally as notes, and then the notes got longer, and then turned it into a book. And to be honest, it's the best thing I've ever done. It was the best therapy I've ever received, because there's a lot of stuff in there that would relate to people with disabilities, obviously, and also their families. So, yeah, it's a very a good book if you want advice, or if 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 you're worried about not being able to achieve something and you're disabled growing up as a kid. Just read my book, and hopefully it will inspire you to push yourself and get what you want out of life.
Where can we find the book?
So there's an automatic link on my website,
Yeah.
or you can buy it online, Amazon, Waterstones, anywhere really.
Lovely.
Other stores are available.
Yes, yours.
It was funny actually, because the other day I googled myself just to,
Oh, never do that. Never do that.
as
Because Quest comes up with a different person on his
Yeah.
Google.
I'm a footballer, apparently.
yeah, so that was a bit of fun, and it knew I was a DJ. I was like, wow, Google knows me. Google's my friend. At least I got one. Yeah, lads, thank you for having me on. It's been a great pleasure, and hope your viewers and listeners get something out of it.
It's been a pleasure with listening to your stories. I know that we didn't cover everything, but we will hopefully get you back on and see and catch up with you very shortly.
But yeah, thank you for having me on. It's been great.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. But hold on, before we let you go, we hope you enjoyed this episode.
Don't forget to follow us on all the various channels, and it's been Learnding, and we'll see you on the next one.